So there are areas where I've been able to find solutions to apparent conflict between science and faith. I have to say that there are still areas which I struggle with, areas which I don't have a full answer to, areas where, such as the problem of evil, a classic problem for Christian theology. And why is it, if God has the freedom to act in the universe in the miraculous, which I believe to be the case, why he doesn't do it more often? Why he seems to answer a prayer to a particular Christian believer to provide a parking space, and yet he doesn't do anything about preventing the Holocaust, the classic problem of evil. And I struggle with that. There are areas in which I can start thinking about the problem of evil, but there are ultimate questions which I just have to say I don't know to. And the reason I'm happy to do that is that the evidence that I have in Jesus is sufficient for me to hold the unanswered questions. Now, science helps me in that. With any scientific theory, you never have 100% proof. You have a good amount of evidence for a theory, and you often have evidence against it, or questions, and difficult questions. What you have to do is you have to weigh the evidence. See how much evidence you have, and then whether you're going to trust the theory or not least to publish the paper which produces the theory. For me, the problem of evil in the Christian faith is a little like that. There are difficult questions which I don't have the answer to. But the God that I see in Jesus is a God who is good, a God who is loving, and a God who has freedom to act within the universe. And the evidence that I see in Jesus, the historical evidence, is so overwhelming that I'm prepared to live with the tension of the unanswered questions that I have in the problem of evil. Now, that's not to say that Christian theology hasn't got resources to help people think through the problem of evil. It does. But my own view is that that might be a question that I never fully understand until I see Jesus face to face. And I've still got an awful lot of questions on that piece of paper that I want to ask at that point. But I'm quite patient at the moment because of the evidence that I see within the life, death and resurrection of Jesus.